Hey, family, welcome to Psalmist, Minstrel to Minstrel. This is where we gather to talk about issues concerning music and ministry. My name is Maurice Jackson, and I am the minister of music at Bread of Life East Church in Kansas City, Missouri, where the pastor is Otis L. Cobbins Jr. Listen, we're going to have a great time. I want to thank you for joining us, giving us a few moments of your time. We won't be long. Let's jump right into it. I want to encourage you as a believer, as a musician, as a Levite, to seek first the kingdom. So in the book of First Kings, Solomon has been given the kingdom. It is now his responsibility. The word says that he made great sacrifice one day at the beginning of his reign. The word says that he made 1,000 sacrifices. That's a lot of sacrifice. And I wonder, do we really make sure that we give as much as we can to the Lord in the way of living, in the way of giving of our substance, and in worship, in praise? Do we give him extra? Do we go further than just giving him a small portion? Or do we give everything? Do we give it with exuberance? Solomon gave God 1,000 sacrifices. That night, the Lord came to him in a dream. And the Lord said, "You can ask of me whatever you want." How many of us would like for the Lord to come to us and say, "You can ask me for whatever you want, and I will grant that request"? I mean, I'm kind of rejoicing just at the thought of the possibility, right? So, and Solomon responded, "I am the king now. My father David was a good king. Yeah, he made some mistakes. We all know that. But he was a man after God's own heart." And King Solomon just wanted to be a good king to carry on the legacy that his father had established concerning the kingdom. He wanted to be a man of God as well. So he said, "I just want to rule the kingdom well. I want to make wise decisions. I want to be able to make legal decisions between two parties, two opposing parties that bring me issues. So if I could just have the wisdom of God, from God, I think that will suffice. And that will make me a good king." That's what I'm worried about most. That's what I'm concerned about most. The kingdom. God, in the dream, told Solomon, "I am pleased at your answer. You didn't ask me for riches for as long as you live. You didn't ask me for victory over all of your enemies for as long as you live. You asked me for wisdom. And because you asked me for wisdom, I'm going to give you wisdom. I'm going to grant you the wisdom that you asked. And because you did not ask riches of me, I'm going to give you that also." Woo! Imagine that. Wow, what an answer to prayer. "And because you didn't ask for honor, I'm going to give you honor among the people around you, among the nations around you." God is so incredible to have granted all these things, the things that Solomon didn't even ask for. And as believers, listen, remember, this started off with great sacrifice. Not to say that God is going to come to any one of us in this same capacity. But we want to do as Solomon did and really seek to advance the kingdom. As a musician, you're not looking for your own glory. You're looking to glorify God. You're seeking first the kingdom. Listen, the psalmist said in Psalms 137, let my right hand forget its cunning. Let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I do not prefer or regard Israel above my chief joy. His chief joy was playing and singing, obviously, but he wanted to make sure that he did the playing and the singing in the right context, not in just the company of the world. The Babylonians just wanted some entertainment. No, he said, no, I seek first the kingdom. I play for the glory of Jehovah. So listen, the word says to be carnally minded is death. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Let me say, to be ministry minded is life and peace. Make sure that what you're doing is to advance the kingdom. Listen, if you have questions, go ahead and submit them. If you have comments, great. Listen, we want to give you a biblical response to questions, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Spread the word. Tell your praise team members. Tell your fellow band musicians, pastors, tell the worship leader about psalmist to psalmist, minstrel to minstrel. We'll continue to share with you. God bless.